Hello, my name is Michelle Roderick Lee. I'm a project manager at KS&R. Thank you for your interest in our webinar. Today, Jen Homanian and I will take you through a brief guide to visual reporting. As project managers, Jen and I spend a lot of our time recommending a research approach and working through research results. But our job certainly does not end there. As researchers, it's our job to help organizations make better and more informed business decisions. And part of that involves socializing the research results. At KS&R, our reporting philosophy focuses on supporting the business decision that needs to be made. We strive to answer the business questions early. So first and foremost, what decision should be made and what data from our research supports that decision. From there, we focus the report to tell the strategic story. So that involves building the story slide by slide and limiting the number of slides in the core report so that they really are focused on the information we want to make sure all the stakeholders can absorb. Then we report other detailed data in the appendix so that it's there for those who want to see it, but not distracting from the core findings. While our report may very clearly answer the business questions, it also needs to look good to keep key stakeholders engaged and want to read the report. And that's where visual reporting really comes in. So we use compelling visuals and graphics to gain interest, lead with the headline, not the methodology, and summarize data points into simplified visuals using things such as scorecards and storyboards.
Thank you, Michelle. I'm Jennifer Homanian. I'm also a project manager at KS&R. As Michelle mentioned before, visual summaries are very important nowadays. Infographic, which I believe most of us have heard the term by now, is a very popular type of visual summary. Just so we are all on the same page, it is a noun. It is a graphic visual representation of information, data, or knowledge intended to present information quickly and clearly. It has been very popular for the past several years. Now, why has infographic been so popular? Let's go to the next page and we'll go through them. Now, let's see some of the benefits of using infographics. First of all, it grabs attention. Nowadays, who is not sure on time, especially business decision makers? A good infographics is able to get their attention by presenting the core findings, the nuggets of the research, and convey what is important. Secondly, it is shareable. An infographic is way more shareable than, let's say, a 30-page deck or sometimes even more pages. It highlights the core findings in typically a one-page summary. Thirdly, it is easier to remember. As Michelle mentioned earlier, infographics utilize compelling visuals and graphics, and it is also a condensed content, so it is easier for stakeholders to remember. Next, more traffic. A well-done infographics can generate more traffic, either internally within your organization or externally. Let's say you post on your website for people to see. Finally, branding. A good infographics also helps a company's branding, whether to its existing customers or potential customers. So you have heard everything good about visual summary infographics. However, there are also challenges. Let's review some of the challenges here. First one is timing. Yes, it is typically a one-page summary with all the nuggets, but it takes time to do a compelling infographic. So timing is a potential challenge. Next, communication. What we really want to present in the infographic is a core research findings. What that may be, we need to get a good understanding from the beginning, and as Michelle mentioned earlier, get the business objectives, get the business decision maker involved. Next, about budgets. It is very valuable, and sometimes with the valuable deliverable comes with some sort of budget concerns. It sometimes takes time from the researcher, take efforts from the researchers, as well as the business decision makers to come up with a very good infographics. Next, capacity. Sometimes researchers can do a DIY infographic. Sometimes they don't have the capacity either because of time or because they don't have the necessary skill. But fear not, these challenges can all be addressed.
As Jen mentioned, there are a number of different challenges to creating infographics and visual reporting. At KS&R, we have different styles of visual reporting that can best fit a project depending on some of those concerns regarding timing and budget. An example on the left is what we call a visual summary, which is a one-pager summarizing the data in a visual way. On the right is what we call a custom illustration. So this is obviously much more involved with custom icons, a custom background, and really looks very nice, but may not be the best fit for all projects since it does take a good amount of time to create something that looks like this. The visual summary on the left, however, can be created in an afternoon or less at KS&R. So there are options out there ranging in complexity to help meet the budget, the timing, the capacity needs for specific projects. In conclusion, visual reporting really is important. It creates interest and it helps to engage stakeholders to ensure that organizations are using the research results to make better decisions. But there are certainly challenges with visual reporting, particularly due to timelines and budgets. Hopefully, after listening today, you've learned that there are different options ranging in complexity, including the examples that we showed, the visual summary and a custom illustration to meet the timing and budget needs of any project.
That is our webinar today. Thank you for spending some time with us. And if you have any interest to learn more about visual reporting, please feel free to contact either of us. Thank you for listening.